हेलो फ्रेंड्स एंड वेलकम टू द वीडियो। और इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज और उसका सब टॉपिक बैलेंस्ड व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज। तो सबसे पहले व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज है क्या? एक सिंपल सा इलेक्ट्रिकल सर्किट है जिसको हम यूज़ करते हैं अननोन इलेक्ट्रिकल रेजिस्टेंसेस निकालने के लिए बाय यूजिंग सम नोन इलेक्ट्रिकल रेजिस्टेंसिंग एंड यूजिंग सम बैलेंसिंग कंडीशंस। नाउ आप देख सकते हैं कि ये जो आपकी कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन है इस पर एक सर्किट डायग्राम बनी हुई है जिसमें कुछ ये रेजिस्टेंस R1, R2, R3 और R4 है और बीच में रेजिस्टेंस R5 है और एक बैटरी है जिसकी वैल्यू हमारे पास 9 वोल्ट्स की बैटरी है, पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इज 9 वोल्ट्स और एक स्विच है और ये कुछ रेजिस्टर्स यहाँ पे लगे हुए हैं, उनकी वैल्यूज़ आपको शो हो रही है और दिस इज़ अ एमीमीटर और दिस इज़ अ वोल्ट मीटर। सो आप इसको ऐसे फॉर्म में समझ सकते हैं या फिर एक्चुअल में जैसा है दिखता है वो है ये फॉर्म में, यानी कि रजिस्टर्स विद देयर कलर कोडिंग्स टू। और इसकी जो एक्चुअल फिगर भी है वो यहाँ पे आपको दिख रही है राइट साइड ऑफ द स्क्रीन पे इसकी एक्चुअल फिगर कैसी है। तो अब बात करते हैं कि सिर्फ यही तरीका क्यों यूज़ करते हैं किसी अननोन रेजिस्टेंस निकालने के लिए, बिकॉज दिस इज़ अ वेरी एक्यूरेट मेथड टू फाइंड एन अननोन रेजिस्टेंस. It is the primary benefit of this circuit. It is better than other devices. Now, what is a balanced Wheatstone bridge? But first, let us see the simulation of this circuit. Now, I will show you the current flowing through the circuit and switch on the and connect the resistors and circuit. Now, let us see the potential difference between these 2 points. It is 0.115 volt, that means current is flowing, and that current is 0.05 ampere. Now, in this circuit diagram you are seeing that current is flowing from all the branches of the circuit, but if the resistance this R1 and R2 and R3 and R4 have the same ratio, that means R1 upon R2 is equals to R3 upon R4, then a condition or a specification is observed in this circuit that no current flows through this middle branch, that is through R5 resistor. So how this happens, let us see with the proof. Now let us assume that no current flows through this branch. So let us say that this point has potential X and then this point will also have potential X because current is not flowing, so they will have the same potential, that is zero potential difference. And say this is potential V here and this is zero potential, that means potential difference is V. Now simply by using Ohm's law, that is V is equals to IR, we will find that this V minus X is equals to I1, that is the current flowing through this wire, and I2 is the current flowing through this wire. Since no current is flowing through this middle wire, therefore these resistances R2 and R4 or R1 and R3 are connected in series, so same current flows. So we can find that V minus X is equals to I1 into R1, and similarly the other three equations. Now by equating and dividing all these equations, we will come to an conclusion that R1 upon R2 is equals to R3 upon R4. That means when the ratios of these resistances becomes equal, then no current flows through the middle wire. That means if we are given an unknown resistance, say R, and we know this resistance R3, resistance R2 and R4, then we will use a galvanometer here instead of this ammeter to find even a small deflection of the current, and when no current flows, this ratios, that is R1 upon R2 will be equal to R3 upon R4. That is the condition for a balanced Wheatstone bridge. Now let us see its simulation. Now you can see, if I show you the values in this form or this form, if I show you the values, 5 upon 10 is not equal to 10 upon 15, but if we just see the current flowing through the middle wire and the potential difference across the middle wire. Now if we change this resistance slightly to 20 ohms, you see that potential difference becomes 0 and current is also 0. That means no current flows. This is the balanced Wheatstone bridge. So here the topic ends, and I hope that you may have learned something from the video, and also I have added a question at the end of the video, so please check that also. Thanks for watching the video.